Boy, it's Thursday. Welcome to the vlog. I didn't make a video yesterday because, well, frankly, there's nothing to talk about. So welcome to tonight's vlog. Super awkward situation happened yesterday. Not situation. Thing happened. Okay. So, we live on the street in the neighborhood, right? There's one way you go to get out of the neighborhood, and there's another way you go to get to the rest of the neighborhood. And, statistically speaking, 99% of the time, when you go somewhere, you're going to be leaving the neighborhood. And considering I've been driving for less than 2 weeks, every single time I've had to back out of my driveway, I have had to leave the neighborhood, right? So I'm just super used to going that way. So it was me and my mom, or my mom and I always, you guys know I always screw that one up. It was my mom and I, and we were going to pick up Daniel from a tutor who is in our neighborhood. What? So I'm backing out of the driveway. I pull out, and then she's like, "No, no, no! You have to go the other way." I'm like, "Oh boy!" So I pull back in. Right, I've already come out of the driveway, so I'm going back in so I can fix the wheel. And I look, and there's a car coming far off. I'm like, "Okay, you're still really far off." So like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I have time. Because you know the one thing when you're driving. A lot of times you're in situations where you don't have time to think, do I go or is it too risky? Because if you think about that, you just have to be able to make a judgment call. So if you wait too long, then it's going to be like, okay, now it is too late. Like, if you're making a left turn or something, an unprotected left turn, it's like, ooh, there's a gap. Do I go? Okay, now this tire's too close. Now I have to wait. So you'd say, yeah, jeez, that was a loud clap. Okay, whew, that was, oh my goodness, that actually hurt my ears. You say, okay, oh, yep, I'm going. I know I can make that. And, you make safe judgment calls, right? You do need to make sure but, you gotta make them. So I looked, I'm like, I can do it, right? But I back out very cautiously and slowly because, it's not, we don't live on an empty street. People do come by, more often than not. So I'm kind of backing up cautiously, and I'm trying not to hit the mailbox too. And also it's a big car, and also I'm backing up in general, so you go slowly because you're not going forward. And I slowly come around, but then I kind of overturned it as I was coming out of the driveway. So I backed up into our lane, so there's a yellow line down the road, right? But as I'm backing up, we're going, if you're looking at my house from the street, so the street is this way and my house is right here, I needed to go this way. So my car's kind of backing up, and I came over here, so I'm in the lane, and the lady finally, she made it here. So, I'm having to turn around and go around, and just, her facial expression was just, she's watching me in her lane, facing the wrong direction, pull out, after slowly backing out, come and, go around her, and, she's like, I look like I'm 2 years old, right? Look at my face. I could pass for, what? I don't know. I look like I'm in third grade, right? And, this lady's just, third grader pulling out of the driveway, coming out. It's like, that was a really awkward situation. My mom just started laughing, and I was like, come on. And then today there was another awkward situation, I think. Was there? I think there was. Well, I know I made a mistake today. I don't know if there was an awkward situation that I had to go through. Although there probably was, frankly. I'm not sure. I can't think of one. I thought I had one earlier. Something weird I did. Anyways, we went to go get pizza, and, it was on our way back. We were at one of those lights, so, coming onto the main road out of the mall. So, it's a smaller cross street, so... they stop the main street, and both sides of the street get green. So, if you're making a left turn, there's two people in front of me making left turns out of the mall. So I'm coming up, and there's someone coming down, but they're still kind of far, a little bit down from the road. So I start making a left turn, but then they get to the light. My mom's like, "No, you don't have the right of way, Hunter." So that was not a good situation. So, I'm learning because I made a mistake there because I should have waited for them to cross because I think they were going straight, not left. So I took their turn. Also, what else did I do? I think that was the only bad thing I did. I don't know. I think that's it for weird situations today. But yeah, so as being a new driver, I'm constantly going through kind of odd situations, kind of weird things that I still need to learn. And it's super... The weirdest thing is that the things I'm making mistakes in are things that I already know and I've known for a really long time. Just kind of I've been paying attention to driving since I was in like 4th grade or whatever. So I mean I pay attention whenever my parents drive. I'm not the kid that's just like on their phone or whatever. I know all the laws, and if I have a question, I've been asking for a few years now, like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? What does this line mean? What happens if it's this color? You know, all stuff like that. So I know everything works, but the laws that I'm breaking are ones that I know. It's kind of weird, like making I know people going straight up the right away, but I just saw like, oh, she's far away, I'm going for it right now. Or like when I turn, like, I know legally I am supposed to, if I'm in the right turn lane, I have to turn into the right lane on the next road, but I still made a mistake like 5 times on my first day of driving where I turned into like the second lane or whatever. Now that's because sometimes my parents do that if there's no one else on the road, but you know, things like that, where I don't know. I know it's not right, but for some reason I still like, my instinct tells me to do it over something else, you know? I don't know why. It's just kind of weird. But, you know, like, when I would go into the second lane from the right turn lane, my brain was going, no, if you make this turn, your back wheels are going to hop the curb, so you have to go into that lane. And it just kind of, you know, it's an override of what I need to do, even though I know. You guys know what I'm saying, I think. It's weird. Anyways, I'm starting to get a hang of driving, though. Doing some more merging. Merging used to be a scary thing. I'm kind of starting to figure it out after some experience. Driving is super... I love it now. Like, at first, I think I said in the first vlog I did it, I said, like, oh, this isn't as great as I thought. Now driving is all I want to do. This weekend is my first freeway weekend. My dad is we're going to some robotics thing. So I'm going to be learning how to use the freeway. So that should be it's going to be an exciting Saturday. But yeah, so this weekend, hopefully, is going to be a freeway weekend. We're going Saturday morning as always, so hopefully there's no one there. And for the record, I'm probably going to stay in the right lane the entire time. But I don't know. We'll get on in the right lane, and you know what? If I don't like it, there's always an exit because it's LA. So we'll see. You know, if worst comes to worst, it's like, girl, I ain't gonna be doing this. Then, you know, we could just hop off, pull over, switcheroo, and then hop back on the freeway, and I'm not driving. So we'll see. But I think I'm good with it because, you know, as I look into the freeway is just more lanes with more speed, but it really the scary part of the freeway is just going so fast and having other people constantly doing stuff, other people constantly changing lanes and going faster than you, passing you on different sides, and just there's a lot of things with so many lanes, there's a lot of things going on and a lot of things happening, and you're going, you know, however many 60-70 miles an hour, so it's just, you know, it's a whole bunch of stress put together, right? But you know, I've gone probably 50 miles an hour at some points. Not very often, though. The interesting thing is how I'm realizing, I thought about today how fast I'm learning my speed limits. I know so many speed limits around the area now, and I know which lights change it a 35 into a 40, which lights change a 40 to a 40. I mean, I know the speed limits for a lot of the roads around here now. Just from, like, you know, I'm always checking, because I think I've read, I don't remember, it's like, if I get it's either 2 or 3 speeding tickets, I get put on parole. Holy smokes, what? So, I don't have any plans for parole in my future, so, or at least now I don't, so, yeah, I'm constantly checking to follow the speed limit, and, it's always painful to me when, like, you know, light turns green, and kind of the chain of cars kind of goes away from me, but it's like I keep checking the speedometer. It's like I'm going 40 and this is a 40 zone. Like, bye guys, you know. But I don't know. I think I'm realizing that some of the lane changes I make on my bike are probably more dangerous than what I'm doing in the car. Because the car, I check the mirror, look over, okay, now change. But like I'm constantly looking at the mirror road. But like on my bike today, I was going really fast, and oh, they were. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, so the fire trucks were down my street. But I'm going really fast, right? And I'm in the side lane. It's kind of like a shoulder parking. There's no one parked there, but it's like a shoulder / bike lane / parking something, whatever. But I needed to make a left turn at the next light. So I'm like looking back, and I realized I looked back because there was a car turning right behind me, right? So I watched the car turn right, and then saw if there was anything behind him. And when I looked back, I realized I'm going like 30 miles an hour. And I could hit, like, if I hit something, I am dead. I am a fat rip. But I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. If someone jumps in front of me, I'm going to die. And there, too. I'm looking back trying to get into this lane like, oh my goodness, what am I doing? So, I'm making some pretty dangerous moves on my bike, apparently. Anyways, this vlog's over. We're out of time. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like. If you did not like it, dislike it. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comments down below. And I will see you next time, guys. Bye, bye.